Hollywood used to have a phrase called meeting cute. They liked their lovers to meet cute, and that meant they would have a fight in a bookshop over trying to buy the same book, or whatever it was. Matthew coming in and essentially legally stealing the inheritance of Mary created a massive meet cute, plot line.
And before they or you get any ideas, I will choose my own wife.
What on earth do you mean?
Well, they're clearly going to push one of the daughters at me. They'll have fixed on that when they heard I was a bachelor.
Lady Mary Crawley.
I do hope I'm not interrupting.
The statement was, there cannot be a hit show that includes the word entail, so you can forget it now. And I knew we had to have the word entail.
Remember, we ended up putting in loads of explanations all the way through that all got taken out.
All taken out. All they have to know is that this is not Robert's choice. He hasn't made the decision to leave his property away from his children, and that Cora's going to lose all her money too. They don't need to go off to a lawyer and find out what the arrangement is. They just need to know that's what's going to happen.
The funny thing was, then eventually we got there. Do you remember that argument? Everyone said, no, it does work. If you watch the episode, it's quite clear. So that was put to bed. Later, when we sold the show in the US, we had the same thing all over again. Well, you can't have... Nobody in America will know what an entail is. And I had to say, nobody in Britain knows what it is either, and it doesn't matter.
It's from Lord Grantham.
Really? What on earth does he want?
He wants to change our lives.
I suddenly thought, this is who Matthew is, that he's the bad guy, except he hasn't done anything bad.
I suppose you're more interested in books than country sports.
I probably am. You'll tell me that's rather unhealthy.
Not unhealthy, just unusual among our kind of people.
I'd seen Dan in a version of Sense and Sensibility on television, and he had that very English, very sort of blonde kind of cricketer thing we were looking for. I wanted Mary to be pretty tough, pretty cold, pretty hard, pretty snobbish.
I remember Michelle's audition very clearly, and she really stood out. I think when we all saw it, we thought, wow.
Well, Gareth, you were already very keen on Michelle, weren't you? You'd seen her in something.
You'd seen her on stage.
I'd seen her in Pygmalion.
That's right, yeah.
And I was completely sold on her from that. And as soon as you created that character, I thought she's got to be top of the list.
I think she's one of a small number of actors who really, really can convince as coming from being aristocratic, when, of course, Michelle herself is not.
You won't marry him, though, will you?
What, marry a sea monster?
We shouldn't laugh, that's so unkind.
A time where I remember the real chemistry between them almost taking my breath away was in the second series, when there was a concert being put on, and Mary knew that Matthew, who she hadn't seen for a long time now, was going to arrive with Lavinia.
Yes.
And she was standing up and suddenly
she did that so
caught him.
She did it.
You could almost see her heart. It's giving me goosebumps,
you
as I say.
You completely understand that,
emotion.
that sort of social behaviour. It was very, very well done.
Now, please come this way.
Thank you.
When Michelle played the scene on the railway station platform with Dan at the beginning of season 2, she did not really know that was the most important scene she would ever play.
Goodbye, then. And such good luck.
Goodbye, Mary.
I did love the scene in the first series when they first kissed. He pours some wine and he pours it into his water glass.
I'll ring for a glass.
Well, never mind that. Here.
You're not very fastidious about doing things properly, are you?
You realise he was very free.